Okay, so we're diving into this piece today, and
Yeah.
let's just say it's not your typical self-help guru stuff.
Right.
This is Stephen Pinkwart,
Oh, yeah.
and he calls this a literary car crash in slow motion.
Wow.
And honestly, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
It's sarcasm, dark humor, and just this brutally cheeky honesty.
I mean, you really do have to buckle up for this one.
Yeah.
He just throws politeness right out the window.
Yeah.
And it's like he's saying, look, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything.
Exactly.
Just deal with it.
So refreshing.
It is. And it all starts with this image of this guy in a beige blazer
Oh, yeah.
and this sandwich that is just
Yeah,
seen better days.
definitely.
And that beige blazer, I mean,
It says it all.
it does, right? It's just such a strange place to start.
It is, and it's interesting how that image kind of sums up what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
You got the beige, this blandness, and then the sandwich, which is like this missed opportunity
Yeah.
right there in the beginning. So for you listening, you want to get to the point, but you also want those aha moments.
Right.
So we're going to break this down.
Absolutely.
We're going to wrestle with this beast that Stefan has created,
Yeah.
and we're going to figure out what this guy in a sandwich can teach us about those chances we miss.
Okay.
And maybe even more importantly, what it says about being vulnerable.
All right. Are you ready to get a little uncomfortable?
I'm ready, are you?
Let's do it.
All right, let's jump in.
So right away, he starts in on this beige blazer man.
Yeah.
And this guy isn't just some random dude. He's like this symbol.
Right.
And that beige, it's like he's saying his whole life is bland.
Even his dreams are beige.
Yeah, like they've lost all their color.
Right.
Such a brutal way to put it.
It is, and he doesn't let up.
No, he doesn't.
When he gets to why this guy is late, he says it's because of himself.
Wow. No excuses.
No traffic, no rescuing kittens.
Just himself.
Yeah, just his own beigeness.
Oh, man. And then the forward parking. This is where he goes off.
Who knew parking could be this deep?
I know. It's like he's comparing forward parkers to people who send those super long voice notes.
Oh my gosh, yes, and people who sneeze backward.
Yeah, like it's this hierarchy of social offenses
And forward parking is right up there.
at the top.
And the way he describes it, nose first, no blinker, no mercy.
It's perfect.
It really is like it's this little act of aggression every day.
Right. And it all goes back to this beige blazer guy.
Of course it does.
Because for Pinkwart, it's not just about bad parking.
Right.
It's a sign.
Like a warning sign.
Exactly. Like this guy is impatient, self-centered.
Oblivious.
Totally. And then he throws in the phone call to his mom about Excel formatting.
Oh, that's the best part.
It's so mundane. It's so beige.
And the connection he makes, like, this guy is so uncomfortable with his own emotions that
Yeah.
you'd rather deal with spreadsheets.
Then go to a poetry slam.
Which, of course, he hates.
Yeah, like poetry slams are too messy, too real.
Too colorful.
Exactly.
So we've got this guy right. Beige, blazer, forward, Parker, Excel enthusiast.
Check, check, and check.
And then we meet Tanja,
Oh, Tanja,
our victim.
the passenger,
And Pinkwart lays it on thick.
career woman, tight-ass, sharp, jawline, garlic breath.
You almost feel bad for her.
Almost.
But then he says she has a heart of gold.
He does.
That's like he wants us to question our own judgment.
Maybe the garlic breath is from working late helping orphans.
Right. Maybe she's amazing.
Exactly. And then there's a garage wall incident.
Ah, yes. All thanks to his expert forward parking skills.
And her comment about reverse parking and genital tragedies.
Legendary.
It is.
You can practically hear the ice in her voice.
That's the beginning of the end right there.
It is.
She's done.
And then she finds this guy who is the complete opposite of Mr. Beige Blazer.
The anti-beige.
He reverse parks.
Of course.
He's a soul massager.
Naturally.
He drives a hybrid.
Whoa.
And he has emotional intelligence.
The unicorn of men.
Right.
It's so over the top, but it works.
It does.
Because Pinkwart's saying, look, this is what happens when you're a beige, forward parking, Excel-loving robot.
You end up alone.
With a bad sandwich.
Speaking of which, let's talk about the sandwich.
The sandwich.
The star of the show.
The silent, stinking protagonist.
This description.
And 2 days old, sweating like a politician strapped to a lie detector.
The cheese is lukewarm. The ham is praying its way back to pig hell.
It's beautiful.
That's disgusting.
It is, and that's the point.
Yeah, he's not just describing a bad sandwich.
No, it's a simple,
It's a K.
wasted potential.
Like that sweating politician and the praying ham.
Right. It's funny and sad at the same time.
Exactly. And the worst part is...
It was never eaten.
It just sat there.
Like this missed opportunity.
And that's where it gets really interesting.
Because the sandwich becomes a metaphor for this guy's talent.
His dream.
That poetry slam text he wrote but never shared.
It's all there, uneaten.
And why? Because he's afraid of the stage.
And of reverse parking.
Right. Like that's the thing holding him back.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
It's so ridiculous.
It is.
It's like he'd rather obsess over parking than face his real fears.
Exactly. And that brings us to the parallel.
A parallel.
Where he turns to us, the listeners, and says, you think you're better
Ouch.
because your cheese toast isn't rotting on the passenger seat.
He's calling us out.
He is.
And he knows we all have that creative project.
That brilliant idea.
That best text we're too afraid to share.
And the excuses we make.
That's weird.
It's too hard.
I'd rather play dead than be seen.
It's too risky.
And then he hits us with, congratulations, you're the sandwich. Lying
Right.
there waiting molding.
It's harsh.
But it's true.
He's not letting us off the hook.
So how do we avoid becoming a molding sandwich?
He gives us one tip, the bite of regret.
And he uses this analogy of the poetry slam.
It's not a buffet.
You can't just stand back and sample.
You have to bring something to the table.
Your sandwich.
Your creative work.
Your story.
Even if people hate it.
Even if they throw up at your feet.
Because regret is worse.
Way worse.
He says it stinks worse than Limburger in a sauna.
That's a vivid image.
It is, and it makes you think.
So bring the text.
Yes, even if it hurts.
Especially then.
So that brings us to the final page of the case file.
The world needs reverse parkers.
This is where he flips the scripts.
He does.
Reverse parking is no longer this bad thing.
It's actually good.
It's thoughtful.
It's considerate.
It's about learning from the past.
And then he compares poetry slam to reverse parking on speed.
It's such a weird analogy.
But it kind of works.
It does. It's like he's saying poetry slam is challenging, but also exciting.
Once you get the hang of it.
And of course, he plugs his Poetry Master program.
Which is not your average workshop.
No, it's a shock, a kick to the grain of your inner sensor.
A Molotov cocktail of metaphors.
He's going for it.
He is, and the promises are big.
Slam poetry tips that are like punches in verse form.
Techniques to manipulate your audience like a North Korean call center.
Metaphors that burn itch whisper, and, well, you get the idea.
This is intense.
He's not messing around.
So what's the message?
Stop hiding. Stop stashing your sandwich.
Bring your text.
Get Poetry Master.
And the final scene.
Our beige blazer man is alone.
Tanja is long gone.
The sandwich is probably a biohazard.
And he realizes that maybe reverse parking wasn't so bad after all.
Too little, too late.
Stay creative, Stefan.
And reverse park.
Oh, that was a lot.
It was.
But the takeaway here is pretty clear.
You have to face your fears.
You have to share your sandwich.
Before it molds.
What's your uneaten sandwich?
You hiding.
What are you afraid to bring to the world?
And if you're ready to reverse park your creative life,
check out Poetry Master.
Posy Craft in 7 Tiden.
All right, that's it for this deep dive.
Until next time.
Stay creative and reverse park.
Definitely.
See ya.